what about the Atlantean civilization and the history of the landless and the characteristics of its races? It seems very big about it. I would like to briefly learn the core of each civilization from rookie Heo Kyung-Young.
Approximately 10 billion years ago, the Earth was first created when it broke open again. I played it back in the true state and made it again. Okay? As a result, some remnants of the culture used before it remain, which is Atlantis. If an illiterate like that goes into the sea, a 200 or 300-story building sits in the water, so the illiterate does not dissolve at that time. At that time, matter was a little unusual, so matter now will be more developed matter tens of thousands of years from now. That stuff is in the water. I see. So at that time, every time the Earth was created, there were 330 people sent down. Also, sometimes this and that 362 people are sent once, and this last time 10 people are sent. When you drop people down like this, the numbers they bring to the flying saucer are all different. At first, we put in units of 300 people, so while we were fighting among ourselves, a wave suddenly arose, and there was an uproar. They fought as if they were going to eat each other, so I reduced the number as I did. You know what? I thought the survival rate was high, but it quickly decreased. They fought among themselves. Well, the seeds you put on Earth are specially bred and brought to Earth, not ancient astronauts. Because we make it livable on Earth and put it down, we limit our consciousness and intelligence. I suggest measuring intelligence in units of hundreds, but when there was a primitive jungle, I didn't measure intelligence in units of hundreds. I sent it down, but these people are fighting among themselves and making a fuss. The more trouble you get, because there are so many, it is difficult to find food right away, right? That's where the problem arises. So I reduced the size and increased the size and did everything. Is that why we sent 10 local staff? So it's not that difficult for 10 people to survive? That's why you can survive in any area? How many places in Spatoria do you know? For now, Iran is Iraq. I went down to that area. Why is it good to live? Because there is no spring, summer, autumn, winter. There's just water under the palm tree, huh? That's how it started. So what do you understand? That their fashion and design are so much better than ours. Why did the illiterate at that time have more beautiful clothes and dresses than the culture created by our nation? Their eyebrows and hairstyles are different. So that culture, architectural culture, is very developed. Right? So we're a little behind, we know, because the nomads came down. So because humanity grew up there in the first place, why did humanity go there for art or something? I built a church. Even after passing the temple, the design is different from Moscow. It's very delicate, but in the past, Koreans just evolved from the tree called temples or thiklo dangji, but if you go, that's not it. There are hundreds of 100 Suzo-1 silkworm room gymnasiums in our country in Moscow. Call that imagination. And what tower do they build later? Let's even make a belta. We even make babelta. How high it rises, even that has developed in architecture. Okay? Yeah. So these races are the races that were actually there at the time. Different races passing through the earth. Yeah. So illiteracy disappears when the time comes, and there's another illiteracy. Humanity has evolved endlessly. Okay? If you know this in detail, it's complicated because I gave a lecture on humanity once. What's on top? Neurophylim, it comes out all the way. Then Homer erectus, Homo sapiens, meter, braided this time. Adam, let's go down. I have taught you about the history of that race all the time.